Okay, this document links to the circular functions and trigonometry topic of the IB Maths course. It's focusing purely on students moving from degrees to radians. They've been using degrees for many years, and the step up to radians is quite a big one. On page 2.1, they can simply grab hold of this point, and as they move it around, they can see the whole variety of different ways of communicating the angle that's on display, from degrees to radians to revolutions to a bearing, and to gradians. When you set it up so it says just 1 radian, it pops up the definition of 1 radian as to be just a little bit more than 57 degrees, and diagrammatically you can see there are R's for the length of the radius and the length of the arc on the outside. So that's just getting them aware that there are different ways of measuring angle and displaying and capturing the size of an angle. On the next page there's a quick self-check quiz. Once they've ticked all the answers, they can press Control and then up on their handheld, and they can see if they got the correct answers. Then the student moves on to doing a task in their on some paper. There's a number line, they need to put all the notches on it, and they have to basically put degrees above it and radians down below it. When they think they've got that correct, they can go to the next page and check their answers, and as they scan along the diagram, they can start to see one at a time whether they were correct with their labeling of each of the points and the corresponding degrees to radians. And the finished number line in their jotter, if they make it long enough and clear enough, is a very good reference point for them to come back to at a future point in time. And then the final pages, there's a quick quiz, again self-check, and that really tests if they can understand what they've done, both using the number line and going back to page 2.1 and playing with the original diagram. If students work their way through this document and left to work through it at their own speed and pace, then they have a very robust understanding of radians, ready to be applied to whatever situation. That's it. That's all it does.